Hello, hello, hello! Look who it is! It's Jamie! How you doing? How's everybody doing? I hope you've all had a good day. I had a busy, but excellent day. Oh! Oh! Okay, what's this challenge? God, I'm worried now. Oh, please don't let it be maths. Please don't let it be maths. Please don't let it be maths. What is it? Waiting with bated breath here. What could it be? Me and Becca are both complexed by it. Okay. This does not bode well. She hasn't mentioned anything, or has she now forgotten? Right, sent on Discord. Okay, let me just go and have a look. Oh, God. Right, only one of the two chests contains gold. Only one of the two chests contains silver. One of the two statements below is true, and the other is false. Chest A. The silver is in this chest. Gold, silver, true or false. B. Only the gold is in this chest. Right. So one of the statements below. So one of them is definitely going to be gold, and one of them is definitely going to be silver. One of the statements is true and the other is false. So if chest A, the silver is in this chest. If that was true, then that would make B also true. And the second one's got to be false. So if chest B, only the gold is in this chest, and that's true, then that would make okay. So if the statement is false, the silver is in this chest, that means that's the gold. Yeah, I don't get it. How it makes no sense. Can you click on the explanation? Show explanation. Or have you just sent me the picture? What was the explanation? What did that say? That makes absolutely no sense. Because if you work through that, I agree. It makes no sense. I am also complexed and vexed. That that is there's no logic to it because it only gives the explanation once you give up. And what was the explanation? Because it didn't seem to make any sense to me. That was really weird. Really, really, really weird. Right, let me bring up my elephant picture on my screen. Hello, little elephant. Right. You've not given up yet. You waited for me. Well, wait no more. I am also confused. Confused.com. So click on the solution and tell us what it is. Pray enlighten our tired minds. here. Oh dear. Right, now I need to think about this. Oh, you sent me the thing. Oh, okay. Right. Only one of the two chests contains gold. Yes, yes, yes. One is false. The silver is in this chest. True. Only the gold is in this chest. False. So I guess what it's saying then, as my brain slowly ambled into action, is that gold and silver is in chest A. Is that what it means? The silver is in the chest. The way they suggested it is that there's one in each, but they didn't actually specify one in each. So both the gold and the silver is in chest A, because the silver is in this chest. I guess the clue is in chest B when it says only the gold is in this chest, as in it's not sharing the colour with something else, and we should have got that the chests could share the colour. I think we automatically leap into there's one for each, which is naughty. That's naughty. That wasn't playing fair. That wasn't playing fair. That's maddening. That is maddening. Where do you find these things, Jamie? Is this you doing some of your math stuff? And you just happen to find like a puzzle page or something? Ah, it's on Maths Fundamentals Logical Reasoning. Logical reasoning. how to cheat. It didn't play fair. Just wanted to just sort of go back to this bit here that was bothering me. So, after that, I realised I got derailed with my thinking, with what I wanted to share with you today. I wanted to let you know that today I finished my current manuscript. I knew I would either finish today or I would finish tomorrow, and I sat down and I got to the end. I did about 2,000 words and I got to the end and I was like, yes, I finished. And then I remembered that my editor, normally if I send in a book without an epilogue, will always go, it'd be really nice to have an epilogue just to see them in the future. So I added an extra epilogue of about 1,500 words. So I ended up writing like 3,500 words today to get this book finished. So it is done. My revisions are done for the previous book. My writing is done on this book. The weight has lifted. I have written 4 books in 5 months and I'm exhausted. I am exhausted. My brain, my poor little brain, has been squeezed of every last drop of romance writing that it possibly can. So my plan is to take the rest of this month and all of next month off from drafting anything to do with romance. It is gone. Not even going to think about it. July, I will allow myself, I mean, obviously revisions will come in for the current book in June, but that's different. I'll be able to deal with those. But July, I will allow myself the whole month of July to come up with a story idea for my next one that is due by October the 1st. So I'll have like 3 months to write that, because I'll have July, August and September to get that done. So yeah, happy as Jamie played. So, it's you have no idea the relief it is. But having said that, that does not mean, I realized as I was speaking to Becca about it today, that does not mean that I'm not going to be doing any writing at all. I'm going to try and use June and July to get a big chunk, I would say Act 1 easily, of a book for me. So a horror project or a sci-fi fantasy or paranormal, something that something that's not Mills and Boon, basically. So thanks, Jamie. I'm proud of me. I'm really proud of me, to be honest. I'm not normally proud of me, as you know. Um, but yeah, I was just sort of like happy, happy, happy. Perfect bit of music, that is. So, I'm just going to try and make these lighter areas just a little bit. Oh, thank you. I thank you. I thank you. So, yeah. But I shall definitely, for the rest of this month at least, I will not be doing any writing, just to give my brain time to sort of recover, and I need to refill the well. So I am soaking up Bridgerton. I watched another couple of episodes of Bridgerton yesterday, so I'm up to episode 5 of season 1. So brand new watch through on that. I finished my book Wayward today by Amelia Hart, and it was chef's kiss. It was fantastic. So I'm gonna have to go onto Amazon or maybe go to Waterstones to get myself a nice copy. I think I would like to see if I can get a copy with sprayed edges, because I really loved the book. And so the copy that I keep, I want it to be a really beautiful, pretty book to keep for my shelves. The next book that I'm going to start reading is The Priory of the Orange Tree, which is written by Samantha Shannon, and it's like this thick. It's 805 pages. So, ooh, gulp. That's going to take a lot of reading. So, I'm hoping to do about maybe 100 pages a day over the next few days of the month, and have heavy like reading days, because I have free time now. So instead of sitting at my desk and working and writing, I can just sit and read, and I'm gonna do that and just sort of start refilling the well with various things. So yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing. I think that works there. I just need a little. Yeah. So yeah, a lot of refilling the well. So I'm going to be doing a lot of listening to music and going on lots of lovely walks and reading a lot and watching new shows and just putting stuff in instead of squeezing stuff out. That sounds wrong. Um, that could be taken the wrong way. Absorbing new information, taking in new information, and retaining it so that later I can use it. Relaxing. Yes, thank you. Relaxing. Right, so next bit. What do I want to do? Do I want to do the back and the body, or should I do this leg? Let's do this leg. Let's do the leg. Right. Which pencil am I using? 5H, that's good. Okay. This kind of... No, it's not wrinkled skin. Okay, it's quite smooth. That looks really weird, but the other leg comes down here and the chest begins here. You just can't see that because I've not drawn it in yet, but which bit to start with? The foot and lead up, or what? I think gently shade it in, and then I can lighten. Yeah, I can lighten later. So, how's everyone else's day gone today? Because obviously I did my writing, and then once I'd finished, I took the dog for a walk, then I had lunch, then I went to Tesco to do a big shop, came back, cut Jack's hair, finished reading Wayward. I really liked in Wayward because it's 3 different time periods, one in the 17th century, one in the 1940s, and one in the present day. And they're all tied together by this particular cottage in Cumbria. And I couldn't for the life of me work out, even up to the halfway point, how this cottage was going to hold this secret. I couldn't work out what the secret was going to be until we got closer and closer towards the end. And then the way the reveal is done of to how this, what secret the cottage holds, and how these three women are all linked through time. It was just like, oh my god, that's so good. That's so good. I just hope I haven't got like a book hangover, so that when I try and start reading something else tomorrow, when I start trying to read Priory of the Orange Tree, that I'm going to be like, oh, it's not as good. But I did treat myself, because I finished my manuscript and I've worked pretty damn hard since the beginning of this year. I decided to treat myself to a book, and I have bought myself Bride. Let me see if I can find it. Amazon, and then I'll read the description to you. You've had a good day. Excellent. Excellent day. Right, Bride by Ali Hazelwood. So it says, a dangerous alliance between a vampire bride and an alpha werewolf becomes a love deep enough to sink your teeth into in this new paranormal romance from the New York Times best-selling author of The Love Hypothesis. Misery Lark, the only daughter of the most powerful vampire councilman of the Southwest, is an outcast again. Her days of living in anonymity among the humans are over. She's been called upon to uphold a historic peacekeeping alliance between the vampires and their mortal enemies, the Weirs, and sees little choice but to surrender herself in the exchange again. Weirs are ruthless and unpredictable, and their alpha, Lo Morland, is no exception. He rules his pack with absolute authority, but not without justice, and unlike the Vampire Council, not without feeling. It's clear from the way he tracks Misery's every movement that he doesn't trust her, if only he knew how right he was. Because Misery has her own reasons to agree to this marriage of convenience, reasons that have nothing to do with politics or alliances, and everything to do with the only thing that she's ever cared about, and she is willing to do whatever it takes to get back what's hers, even if it means a life alone in Weir territory, alone with a wolf. Which I've heard so many good things about. So many good things about. So I thought, you know what? I wasn't expecting any great shakes from the book selection in Tesco, because they tend to just stick to crime, romance, and women's fiction. You don't tend to get science fiction or fantasy in there. You'll occasionally get the latest bestseller from Stephen King, but you don't tend to get anything else. So Bride had been on my wish list for a long time. I'd even put it into my Audible wish list as a possible book to listen to next. But I saw it was there, and I think it was like £4.50 or something. So I thought, well, I'm going to treat myself. So that's what I got. And that will have to wait until I've finished reading Priory of the Orange Tree, because Priory is a library book and I need to get that read before it needs to go back. I was very tempted to buy myself this pattern that I've seen for a little crochet dragon, but they're so miniature, and I'm like, I think it will make my eyes go. I don't know, I think my eyes will just go really, really bad. hang on, let me show if, did I bring it up? Yes, I did. Let me just make sure there's nothing on there that you shouldn't see. Okay, so it's, look at that. Look how tiny it is. It's tiny. And each one of these is a tiny stitch. And I'm just like, this is either going to kill my eyes or I'm going to love doing it. But look how cute. You could do all different colors. Look. They're just so cute. And it's only £7.40. So I don't know. I just think that looks so cute. And I'm kind of, it was £28.17 and you can get it for £7. No, sorry, £11.10 and you can get it for £7.40. What is it frequently bought together with? Bunnies. Oh, another cute little one. Little raccoons. Oh my goodness. I think that's so cute. I think that's so cute. Oh my god, I don't know what I'm going to do. Worth it. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But I think you would have to use like the thinnest thread and the tiniest crochet hook, which I know I've got. I've got a set of all different sizes, and I know there are really tiny ones in there, so I'm really scared of doing this elephant body. I was scared of doing the face, but you know, and the ear, and that's come out really well, so I'm kind of pleased about that, but I'm really worried about, there's just so many lines and creases and wrinkles, and I'm just worried that if I try and capture every single one, it's not going to look right. Or if I don't do enough, it won't look right. But, you know, I mean, the face has turned out okay, so maybe I'll be alright. But it's all about pushing myself, right? Trying something new. I don't want there to be a really sharp line where I just sort of stop the colour and it drops off. It might be hard to join it back up again. So I'm just going to blend this shading in together. I was going to pop into Hobbycraft today to get myself some graphite powder, but I'd already been to Tesco's and I'd got all the shopping in the back, and I didn't want the frozen and chilled food to sat in a hot car. So I just came straight home, and now I'm wishing I hadn't. Because I think actually I could use the graphite powder on all of the body rather than sort of doing this light shading in and then blending. I could just sort of use the graphite powder on the whole body to cover the whole area and then add in all my shading and stuff on the top. But Maybe I can get it before I do my next drawing. Just want to try and just make sure that I've got that shading just there on the ear because I want the shaping. There as well. Right, now let's go down to this foot. Okay, so again, I've got a foot obscured by plants in front of it. So I'm looking at the foot that comes behind it, and just here is a nail. I wonder if it's worth just Googling what an elephant's foot looks like from the side. Okay. Images. Right, that's very much the feet from the front. I kind of need pictures from the side. This is a little bit of a side toe. Okay, so I think it's like that. Okay. Hey Liz, how you doing? This foot's on the ground, so it's gonna be like dirty. It's gonna be like mud staining and marks. Right, okay. So we have these marks here. Need that low, they have quite a low, is that ankle? Would that be considered their ankle or their knee or their wrist? I don't know. And 2, so 3, another one here. Then we have up here, we have quite a wrinkle. And then we have these. And then we have a section here that looks like sort of cross-hatching of lines. Right, and now we can just darken this all off. These legs under the elephant are quite dark. The light source is coming almost directly from above, sort of straight onto its, sort of like this direction. So that's why we've got the light catching here on the veins and on this bone of the face, and why this part of the ear is dry and this bit that curves underneath is still kind of wet looking. So I'll add in the majority of my darker shading. Again, this is where I think the graphite powder would come in really handy, because then I'd just be able to sort of smudge it in rather than having to do all this bit by hand, or maybe just have like a charcoal stick or something for larger sections like this. But we will work with what we've got for now. I suppose tomorrow, actually, I've got a free day tomorrow. I could head off to Hobbycraft tomorrow and go see what they've got. Do it. I most probably will. There are bits here and bits here that have sort of dried, but I'm going to shade them in dark, and then I'll just use the eraser to lift the colour later. I just need this to be quite dark first of all. So we've got the weekend coming up. Has anyone got any nice plans for the weekend? I am just going to be, as I said before, refilling the well. Refilling the well. Reading, relaxing, listening to music, watching shows. I've restarted my membership to Readly, which I'll show you. No plans? That's all right. Work? Oh, sorry, Liz. Just don't make sure. So the Readly app. It's not really showing very well, but it's a white square with 4 yellow squares in it and like a page turning over on it. And what it does is it allows you to read any magazine or newspaper. You pay a subscription, so it's like Audible. You pay a subscription. I think it's $9.99 a month. But it allows you to read unlimited magazines, newspapers, journals, as and when they're published. So you get all the newspapers every single day. You can read as many of them as you like. Any magazine that you like, because magazines these days are really expensive. I was shocked. Like, if you get a single magazine, you're lucky if it costs anything less than £7 or £6. They're normally like £5.99 or £6.99, depending on how many pages they've got, whether it's a glossy or whatever. Whereas for just a couple of pounds more, for £9.99, you pay that once a month. And this is not an ad, by the way. You can read any newspaper or magazine you like, however many of them you like, every time they get released. So that's a good app. If you didn't know about it, it was just an FYI. It's such a good app to get if you like magazines, if you like keeping up to date with everything. I love it. Right, let's just blend in this darker shading. So I've been getting into that. After this, I will probably watch a couple of episodes of Bridgerton and then start reading my new book. Right, now the bit under the ear is quite dark. How far does it go up to? About here? Up to, I would say, about here. I love this blender. This blending stump is working quite well. I'll have to remember when I go to Hobbycraft tomorrow to make sure I buy myself some more. Right. Which one is it? There, that's given a nice sort of shadow under that, just where the ear crosses the body. Right. Okay. So let's just have a look. Is this the 5H or do I want the... I think I want the B. we have lots of crisscrossing sections here. I need to get back these crisscrossing sections. Right, this underside. Definitely need to get some charcoal powder or graphite powder. I can see this needs to be so much darker. I'm not going to worry too much about the lines of the pencil here, because obviously there's going to be lots of lines from the, nearly said gorilla skin then, from the elephant skin that sort of comes down in this direction. So that's why I'm angling the pencil in this direction, and then hopefully that will help in creating those lines that I need later. Just going to try and make a bit more of a contrast between the where I've got put in those lighter spots and where it is definitely darker. Right, I think this elephant leg is okay for now. I might come back and add some more to it, but I think I'll wait until I've got more of the body in, because I think I need to get the body in. If you look at the reference picture above, the bottom half of the belly is dark and the top half has got more light to it. So I think I need to get more of the body in and the leg that's behind it, that's really quite dark, in place before I can add more definition to this leg that is closest to us in the picture. So I think that will make more sense if I do it that way, and then I can just see what I need to add, because it's always better to need to add than it is to try and take away. So I think that's what I'll do. Hey Faisal, I'm just about to go. So yeah, so I was just about to start wrapping this up actually, but yeah, so I think I'll leave it there. I think I need to add, or actually take away, some more here, just because he's got quite a dry looking elbow, or she has got a dry looking elbow. But I'll do that next time, I think. But yeah, there we go. Our elephant has now got a leg and it's making its way across the savannah. It's not just a floating head, so that's not too bad. I'm really enjoying this. You just stopped playing Bad Timing. Yeah. No worries, no worries. Enjoy your dinner, Jamie. Thanks for popping by, Faisal. Appreciate it. I'm really enjoying this project, and I'm looking forward to doing more graphite drawings in the future, because this is what I started off doing. as a child, I only ever drew with graphite, and it's so nice to return to it after all this time and realize that I still love it as much. I thought doing the colored pencils, because colored pencils was new to me last year when I first started this channel. I'd never really drawn with colored pencils before, and I was sort of learning them. So going back to this has been really wonderful and something that I'm really enjoying. So maybe I'll do a rhino next. Who knows? But I think that would be another good animal to do in black and white. But yeah, so I might pop off to Hobbycraft tomorrow and get myself some graphite powder. That might help me do the rest of this body, because otherwise shading in all of this with just the pencil is it's going to take a lot of time. But I might need to practice with the graphite powder first, because if it looks substantially different from this, then the picture will look odd. So I'll either have to carry on with pencil or do one entirely from graphite powder. So we'll have to see. I'll try that out when I get some. But yeah, I've been here, but I wasn't able to type. That's okay. That's okay. I know you have multiple things going on all at once, so no worries. I appreciate you spending time with me, however you're able to do it. So yeah, so that's it for tonight, guys. So once again, thanks for joining me. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you have a great, great rest of your evening, and I will see you here tomorrow. And I don't know what we'll be doing, whether we'll be doing this or whether I'll do a bit of gaming. I don't know, haven't quite decided. We'll see how the graphite powder goes tomorrow and then I'll decide. But yeah, anyway, have a great evening, guys, and I will see you tomorrow. So take care. Bye.